do. We try to get people, to get out and go vote. But like, how do we do it? Like, how do you get somebody to get out and go vote for the candidates? And I'm gonna keep it to the mayoral election, right? How do you get people to get out and vote for the candidates, somebody who's gonna represent the entire city, and yet, like some of the things that they're addressing, like for example, criminal justice or community safety, and everything they talking about as far as safety deals with incarcerating people that is forced to live in survival instead of creating safe spaces or safe communities or saving the kids and the elders or neighborhoods by actually investing money into the things that people actually need to survive, so people wouldn't have to be forced to live in that survival mode. Like putting, like, ain't nobody like out of all the candidates talking about criminal justice reform. I didn't, I can't actually point at not one mayoral candidate that was talking about, like, instead of continuously infusing the system that prey on those that have not, but yet putting money into the things so people can have, so they don't have to do X, Y, and Z that's outside the law in order to eat or have housing or have money for an inhaler or insulin. It was tough for me.
Yeah, I mean, all of that is valid, definitely valid. And for me, just like, as a citizen and a spectator, of the elections, it to me, it just kind of seemed like that's one of the issues that people want to kind of skate around. Like nobody really want to acknowledge like that this is happening. Like, okay, we aren't, doing enough in these particular zip codes, or we aren't, providing enough resources. So that people don't have to live in survival mode. Like that's just one of the things I feel like that's something that everybody try to skate around, and if they get close enough to say it, they try to say it without saying it. And so I just kind of feel like um nobody really want to be held to the fire for that. Everybody, keep wanting to just go to that main thing, like, oh, well, what we gonna do for the community is decrease crime. By, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what you gonna do for the community every
I
time.
can be
Like
everybody else.
that's just, oh, this is what the community is saying. Whose community? I mean, not just like we did canvas and we did polls. Our polls didn't line up with what we were seeing in the media.
I feel
And I know we talked to the
like,
people, the actual people who, who need, the resources. Our polls didn't line up with that. Our polls didn't say like people wanted, more law enforcement.
right.
But
I feel
that's what I'm seeing in the news.
it's like they, how they say, well, I don't vote because I'm not heard. I don't vote because ain't nobody paying attention to my voice. It's like I feel like the candidates, for the most part, is fighting over the same votes. It's like they fighting over the same votes, and the votes they fighting over is the ones that come with finances, money to put into the campaigns. And you know, like when it comes to people who may be poor that can't actually invest into the campaign. Like these are the people that screaming for the resources instead of more money to be policing people who was looking for the resources, so people wouldn't have to. And since the people who screaming for safety in a way that don't look like more law enforcement, since they can't actually put the money into the campaigns, everybody is talking about, like the narrative is coming from uh a different group of people,
Right.
and it's like it's like the people that need the most, and they need, like our liberation, it ain't free. Our liberation is gonna come through resources. But the people who need to be liberated, since the people want to represent the city of Houston, it's like, okay, well, I see y'all, I hear you. I might come over here, I might not. But the people I really want to entertain is all of the people over here with the money, and those people is the ones screaming law enforcement. I don't know. It's just,
I
oh,
mean, as we know, like, I mean, it's just the a tale as old as time. Like, all money, not good money. Most of it come with the strings. We deal with it in our industry. It was nobody that I really just felt that was on the ballot, that actually made it, or stayed in the race.
oh my God,
Let's
man.
say that. Let me just say that part that actually stayed in the race that I felt like was going to, get it, the city what they really needed in terms of not forgetting the folks that never have a seat at the table. Like, we don't get pulled in, like the community voices and stuff. We don't get pulled into after the people get into office, and now we get the meetings and how can we work with you all, and this is all that, the stuff that usually don't even end up amounting to anything at the end of the day.